Hey everybody, today I wanted to share with you 10, and it was really hard to just pick 10, but just 10 random things that I really like. So the first thing I wrote is what I'm pretty much obsessed with in this moment in time, and if you follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, I mean anywhere online, I've probably been a little more vocal about this one. But I'm pretty much obsessed with The Walking Dead. I have read all the comics and I am caught up. And really my favorite character, if you can't guess, is Negan. And he just got introduced to the show. And I know, I've already gotten like hate texts from family and like friends saying, why do you like him? And I'm like, hey, in the comics, when it came to this part of like how it is in the show, I hated him too. If you've read the comics, then you understand why I love him and he is my favorite everything. He's so much my favorite that I actually made my own Lucille. I won't give any spoilers, but you might have an idea on what's to come. So, yeah, this is legit. Legit obsession to the extreme. The next thing on my list that I have is Preacher. So Cassidy is my favorite character from Preacher. Preacher is a comic series from way back in the day, cult classic. For the show coming out, I'm nervous, excited. I'm excited because, oh yeah, it's coming to life, but I'm nervous because I hope it doesn't suck. Negan and Cassidy, those are my two comic favorite of all time. The third thing on my list is the band Queen. Queen has been one of my favorite bands since, oh gosh, probably, I'm gonna say it's the obsession started in like high school. My dad, brought me and my brother up listening to a little bit of Queen here and there because that's what he listened to in college. And slowly through high school, I listened to it more because a lot of my friends in high school listened to it. And after high school, it just got a little more obsessive, and then I started, I discovered Freddie Mercury's singles, and that's when I just fell in love with Freddie Mercury. But I love Freddie Mercury. He's one of my favorite musicians of all time. I think he's amazing. He can sing to me anytime. Just sing to me. And it just instantly, it's like that music that instantly when I listen to it, it makes me happy, puts me in a great mood, and it just makes me feel good. It's feel good. We all have that type of music, and he's my feel-good music. The fourth thing on my list, it's just funny the order that I put these in without even like thinking of it. Just like, oh, I like this and this. So number 4 is Rocky Horror Picture Show movie. I only watched it for the first time last year or the year before. It's not very long. I was aware of it in like high school and stuff because a lot of my friends really enjoyed that movie, and they like, especially around Halloween time, they were singing the songs and I had no idea what was going on. And what's funny is I was brought up to think that movie was gross. Like, this is a not good movie, it's gross, it's icky, it's perverted, and all this. I was brought up to think this is a movie you don't see, it's evil. Well, and then a year or two ago, a friend of mine, she was like, have you seen it? I love it. And I was like, no, I haven't actually, and I want to. And so she just bought it for me and sent it to me. And so I watched it and instantly fell in love. And I'm like, where has this been all my life? And I know plenty of people who don't like it, but I fell in love with it. And I'm wearing a shirt right now. I mean, come on. Look at this. It's amazing. So, and my love for Tim Curry grew more that day, the first day that I watched that movie. Tim Curry can sing to me anytime as well. I mean, just sing to me. Please, sing to me. Number 5 on my list, XFiles. I love the XFiles. I've always loved it. I remember when it came out, and it's funny, I remember the first episode. I was very little, and I don't know, my dad was like, let's watch this show. It's supposed to be scary. And I remember the opening scene, I was expecting it to be scary. And I was like, it's not scary. I don't understand. It was too adult for me at the time. But, later in life, I remember my aunt was obsessed. She watched it live from start to finish, and that was her show. So my dad was a Trekkie. She was the X-Files maniac, just like, oh. And my aunt, I blame my aunt for my love for horror movies and love for creepiness. It was already there, but she helped bring it out. Same with my grandma. My grandma loves scary movies, so it's like, it's already in my blood. I just needed the right people to help bring it out and watch the right things. And I remember in college, I had watched the show previously, not like consistently, because my dad was always watching it and it was always out of order and I never really knew what was going on, but I was aware of the show very much. But in college, that's when I really started getting into it, because after school I would come home for lunch and I would turn on the TV and there would be a marathon on every day for probably like a couple months. There was a marathon on and I would just binge watch it after school. I just watch it, and I was always home alone, and that was when it really started. So number 6 on my list, and this has been quite a little fascination since I can even remember, Bigfoot. I've been pretty into Bigfoot since I don't even know how old I was. I had to have been like in junior high and like just randomly watching TV and watching some sort of, mysteries of cryptids or something. And, you see that footage of Bigfoot that is supposedly real, and you're like, what if it is real? And I just remember thinking that's like the creepiest thing. It's like a walking gorilla. It's like Chewbacca's come to life. And I remember that was that. And I would always watch like Bigfoot hunting shows. And then I remember visiting Washington when I was in high school, and there's Bigfoot signs everywhere. It's like Bigfoot restaurant, Bigfoot this, Bigfoot that. It's like everywhere. And I remember thinking, wow, like it's a legit thing. Like people think he's actually real. And I thought, what if he's real? I've never seen him, but that doesn't mean he's not real just because I haven't seen him. I'm pretty open-minded. And then living here in Oregon, and like I know quite a few people who have had encounters, or I know of people who go Bigfoot hunting, or they call it squatching, yeah. And I've just met some amazing people who love Bigfoot just as much as I do. And even at like the UFO fest that I went to, there was a Bigfoot like costume there, and I got really excited. Number 7 on my list, and this one, me and my brother have talked about this before, but I love Silent Hill. Not necessarily the movies, it's the games. The PS4, there's the PT Silent Hills teaser on PS4, but all the PlayStation games in general. I believe it's only come out on PlayStation. I could be completely wrong. We just played it on PlayStation growing up. So my dad is a nerd. Not only is he a Trekkie, he is a geek and a gamer. And we grew up, when we got to the right age, my dad would play horror games and we would sit as a family and watch him play horror games. And one of them was Silent Hill. We played them all up until, I think, Homecoming is the last one I think we played as a family, if not the one before that. My brother would remember, but I don't really, I just put them all together and they're all Silent Hill. I just don't remember which one we left off as a family. It's weird. It's like, yeah, we had family movie nights, but we also had family game nights, but the family game nights were horror and scary. And just, but my dad would play them, we would watch them, and that we were raised on that. Just like I was raised watching horror games, which is probably why I still love watching them. I very rarely play them because anxiety, man, but I'm trying to be braver. I'm pushing myself. I was just telling my husband last night that I want this Five Nights at Freddy action figure really bad, because we were at Walmart, and he was like, well, have you even played the game? And I was like, actually, yes, I have. I played the demo, and that's the only one that I will probably play. But yes, I've played it. I've watched PewDiePie play it. I've watched other people play it. My brother needs to play it, but I'm like, I actually did, so I earned that action figure. I didn't get it, but still, it's like, yes, I actually did play it. But yeah, I'm trying to be braver. And specifically, my favorite character from Silent Hill is Pyramid Head. I love Pyramid Head. Why? Because I will never forget the first time I saw Pyramid Head walk in the room in the game. I don't remember which one it was. Or which part or what, but I'll just never forget. You're just like, what is that? What? And he's just terrifying, absolutely terrifying, but then you're fascinated at the same time. That was the one thing I really did enjoy about the film, is seeing him come to life, and I absolutely love seeing cosplays of him, that like really well done cosplays. And actually someone on my Instagram tagged me in one that they did, and it was amazing. I wish I took a screenshot of it, but it was like so amazing. I would love to see that in person. Like if I go to a convention of some sort or Comic-Con, and if there's a Pyramid Head, hands down, I'm hugging that. Number 8 on my list, it's Creature of the Black Lagoon. I got 2 pillows, I got a poster, I got action figures. I probably have more action figures of Creature and other things. I have more memorabilia, probably. I don't have very much either, but I have more memorabilia of Creature than I do probably anything else. But the Creature was probably the first classic horror film I ever saw, and I remember seeing it by myself, and I was at home. It's always like I'm home alone watching movies, and I just thought that it was the most amazing movie I've ever seen. Like it's like a shitty horror movie, but back then, like, they were really serious about it. But I just thought it was amazing. It just blew my mind. I was not bored at all. Everything, like, it was funny, but it was also like not in like I'm making fun of it. It's just like, this is amazing. Like this, I love this movie. Number 9 is a little more of a recent like of mine, cause you know, I do scary stories here on my channel, and I think this would probably be like more of my favorite creepypasta character, but I really, really like Slenderman. I think that's one that always sticks with me. I mentioned this in a Hangout vlog, I believe, and he's always stuck with me. My brother played the game, I watched it. That could probably be one I could maybe play, I don't know. But really enjoyed the game. It was really creepy, and I just, the story behind Slenderman, how it affects some people in real life, that is what also sticks with me, that it's a made-up character, but it has affected people in real life, where, you know, young kids feel like they've actually seen him. You know, it's just, and just the idea of Slenderman and the story, that's what sticks with me, and that's what, he's probably my favorite made-up, like, creepy internet character. And lastly but not least, this one has, like, this is probably gonna blow your mind, and you're gonna go, why? It's because I don't tell a lot of people that this is my favorite, because this is like my guilty pleasure favorite. This is a favorite of mine that it's been my favorite since the show came out back in 90 something, 90. I remember being in maybe 7th grade. What was that? Was that 98, 97, 98, something like that? But I've been a fan of the show since the beginning. I refuse to buy any memorabilia of it because I don't need this everywhere. I do have like a few little, I think I have 3 little figurines. You like how I'm building this up because you're like, what is it? What is it? But I have like 3 little figurines they were like those little mystery characters that you buy, you know, and my husband bought them for me. That's it. So what I'm telling you, I don't need anyone to buy me memorabilia of this, just because I don't, I love this character in this show, but I don't need the things I don't need it in my physical world. And I've had some friends voice their opinion on how much they hate this show and character, but I love it, and his name is, SpongeBob SquarePants. And I'm not ashamed whatsoever. I find the show hilarious. I love it. In high school, I was pretty obsessed with SpongeBob. I actually had quite a few t-shirts. I had a purse. You know, I had things. But then I got older and I was like, you know, I really, really like the show. This is like the one thing I really don't need physical things in my life, you know, like, and plus, like, he wouldn't fit in with Creature. Creature would eat him, and like Nico would probably beat his face in. So SpongeBob wouldn't fit in my physical world. He fits in my like mental, like love world. Love world, that did not sound right. Those are 10 of my random favorite things of all time. If you would like 10 more of random favorite things, or if you have like any suggestions for my favorite whatever, like my top favorite, maybe movies would just be intimidating. I could probably do it. But if you were like, do top favorite movies, or top 10 favorite bands, or top 10 favorite, I don't know, whatever, suggest them below. And thumbs this up if you want more top 10 videos from me. If you want to get to know me more, I can probably make lists of favorites. So, and then let me know if any of my favorites are your favorite. So let me know down below and suggest them. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.